What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Tequila Talks, your friend Tequila Bay. And tonight we're going to be drinking and we're going to be talking about a very unique tequila, Tequila Corralejo. So let's just go right ahead and dive right into it. Tequila Corralejo is very unique and it stands outside of the bounds of more of our traditional tequilas because it was the first tequila to be granted the rights to produce tequila commercially, as well as one of the very few distilleries that have been granted the ability to produce outside of the region or the traditional region of Jalisco. Tequila Corralejo is founded in Benjamo, Guanajuato. Hacienda Corralejo has history of over 250 years producing tequila. And Tequila Corralejo also uses estate-grown agaves. So we see that a lot with single origin, estate-grown. Depending on where your distilleries are, grabbing and getting their agaves, the estate-grown agaves for Tequila Corralejo ensure a higher quality and a much more controlled environment for their production of tequila. Along with these estate-grown agaves, they're also using a formulated yeast that ensures a very unique flavor profile for Tequila Corralejo. For me, one of the reasons why I enjoy Corralejo is the fact that it has a very prominent agave component into the flavor profile. And then when we're drinking some of their barrel-aged product, the reposado or the añejos, they're not too heavy on the oak and they bring great components of vanillas and caramels, but again, not overpowering those agave-forward components. As I was diving in and doing some research and some technical background, and so I can give you guys some information on Tequila Corralejo, I found out that Tequila Corralejo actually uses the Charentes form of distillation, which is a French cognac technique to distill tequila, which uses a continuous double distillation process. So they're using a column and an alembic process. So the reason why Tequila Corralejo has chosen to go this way is so that it ensures and it preserves the aromas and the flavors without actually having to take out the still and then re-ferment. It all happens in one continuous process of distillation. Tequila Corralejo for me is a great tequila to blend in a cocktail, to sip on the rocks, to sip neat. So it is definitely on my choice tequilas. It's a product that's not talked about enough. I've tried to watch a lot of the videos of a lot of the tequila commentators, the tequila vloggers. I don't think I've ever seen a video on Tequila Corralejo, so for me it was important not only to highlight this tequila, but in our next episode we're also going to be talking about a tequila that I haven't readily seen on YouTube or on the internet, which is going to be Tequila Gran Centenario, Mexico's #1 tequila. So my goal for 2023 is to highlight some tequilas that we don't really see a lot of information about, but tequilas that focus on tradition, that focus on the heritage of Mexican tequila production. So in front of me we have a tequila blanco, a tequila reposado, a tequila añejo, and the Gran Corralejo, which is their higher end añejo. They also have an extra añejo 1821 product, but Tequila Corralejo, again, they focus their process on a very controlled environment with very old age techniques. Not confirmed additive free though, so for those that are watching and wanting to learn about additive free tequilas, Tequila Matchmaker has not confirmed this as an additive free tequila. But when I drink Tequila Corralejo, and I already mentioned the fact that there's not really an overpowering presence of vanilla or oaking, it really remains at a core of a very strong agave forward expression. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Tequila Blanco as I always choose to do so. The Tequila Blanco is always going to give us the rawest and most pure expression of agave. And I'm again going to pour a little bit lighter. Okay, I'm struggling. Typically these bottles open up pretty quickly, but of course, I'm struggling to get it open. There we go. I'm actually really struggling a lot. I don't know if it's because of all the other tequila I've had today. We've been on a long haul of shooting our episodes of Tequila Talks. Alex, I think we've done 3, 4, 5. I've lost count, but we've drank a lot of tequila today. And just to end it off on a good note, Tequila Corralejo. We're gonna go ahead and pour it out. Fun fact about me, my great-grandfather is actually from Guanajuato as well, so it holds dear to my heart to know that my heritage comes from a state of original tequila production and one of the rare tequilas that is produced outside of the state of Jalisco. So Tequila Corralejo is definitely going to showcase those agave forward, agave prominent notes, the cooked and raw agave. I notice the peppers, slight citrus as well. You know, we're not really redefining anything when we're, you know, doing the aroma profiles of Blanco tequilas. Again, these tequilas should be very consistent in terms of what we want to smell. If it's something that we're smelling too much fruit or too much floral components, that is definitely an indication of abocantes or additives. So whenever I just smell a tequila and it smells like raw and cooked agave and it smells like peppers and citruses, you know that I'm going to be drinking. I know that I'm going to be drinking a high quality product. On the palate though, Tequila Corralejo tends to be a little bit more on the pepperier side. But very smooth agave forward. The Blanco, whenever you're mixing it with a margarita, or you can pour it on rocks, or just simply neat room temperature. It offers a great expression of agave. And again, not a lot of videos. I haven't seen a lot of our, you know, our tequila talkers and our tequila vloggers on YouTube or TikTok or, you know, whatever platform that you're watching or putting content out. I think we should start highlighting a Tequila Corralejo or the Gran Centenarios, tequilas that aren't as popularized or that aren't as centric around the, you know, additive-free experience. I think a lot of the newer producers are really focusing around that additive-free and, you know, we're transparent and we want to put out a true expression, but there's also a lot of tequilas that have great history, that have great culture. Hacienda Corralejo and Tequila Corralejo, one of the very few tequilas made outside of Jalisco. So for a new drinker, for someone that hasn't had a lot of experience with tequila, you think like tequila should be made in Jalisco, it's only made in one region, but it's actually, in fact, there's 5 different municipalities in Mexico that are allowed to make tequila. So we have Guanajuato, we have Tamaulipas, we have Jalisco, we have Nayarit, and Michoacan. Most of those other regions are agricultural producers, so they're farming the Blue Webers. 99% of the production occurs in the state of Jalisco, in Los Altos, in Los Valles. Corralejo is very unique because it's not made in Jalisco. So that's what makes it special for me. Well, I think, Alex, after a very long day of tequila drinking, of experiencing blind tastings and all the new content that we're going to be putting out, I think I'm going to have to call it quits. I've been drinking a lot of tequila today. It's been a good Sunday. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Tequila Talks. I hope if you find Corralejo tequila on your shelf, go ahead, I give it an A+. Go ahead and grab this. It's inexpensive, it's high quality, and I highly recommend you drinking Tequila Corralejo. On our next episode of Tequila Talks, stay tuned. We're going to be featuring some higher end tequila, a brand of tequila, Casa Dragones, which is geared on more of the sipping, and it's kind of like a new age distilling method and a new age brand that wants to highlight sustainability, that wants to highlight more modern tequila production. Although it's not confirmed additive free, Casa Dragones Tequila is going to deliver a sublime sipping tequila experience. So stay tuned for our next episode of Tequila Talks. But in the meantime, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Follow my TikTok, Tequila Bay Official. Follow me on Instagram as well for all of our great tequila content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Salud.